And here are your top 5 stocks to watch out for in trade today. Well, a whole host of numbers coming out. You've got Hindalco as well as NTPC among the prominent names. Other than that, Berger Paints, MRF, Varroc, Glenmark as well as Voltas that will be declaring their quarterly show. Moving on then, it's a whole host of large cap earnings that came out yesterday post-market as Hero MotoCorp and well, it was a disappointing performance with the revenues of 2,971 crores down 63%. Profits were down a whopping 95% on year at 61 crore rupees and the margins dwindled to 3.6% versus 14% on a year-on-year basis. Eicher Motors delivered a loss in the quarter of 55 crores versus a PAT performance of 451 crore rupees. The revenue from operations at 818 crores was down nearly 65% on year, with margins coming in at 0.5% versus 25.8%. Well, Morgan Stanley has an overweight rating on Eicher with a target price of 21,073. They say the earnings are weak, but the orders are building up, and the EBITDA has been below estimates mainly due to an incentive scheme that was offered. Bookings are still holding at pre-COVID levels, according to Morgan Stanley. Meanwhile, Tata Steel, well, it was quite a miss on their numbers. The loss attributable to shareholders at 4,373 crore rupees versus a PAT performance. The margins came in at 2.45% versus 15.3%, and you had the revenues down nearly 32% at 24,289 crores. Remember, we weren't going in with very hefty expectations, but Morgan Stanley still maintains an overweight with a target price at 435, saying that it's been a miss on the consolidated EBITDA, but the net debt is stable sequentially. There's a positive outlook on demand and pricing, and going forward, and the consolidated net debt has been largely stable on a QOQ basis. And then BPCL came out with its numbers with revenues at about 50,909 crore rupees versus about 86,000 crores. You had the profits coming in at 2,187 crores. That's a growth year over year. And you had margins as well growing to 8.4% versus 3.5%. The average gross refining margin or GRMs came in at 0.39% per barrel versus about $2.81 a barrel year on year.